The Rainbow Futurity weekend coverage on StallionEsearch.com, brought to you by First Moon Flash, standing at Double L Farms in Bosque, New Mexico. And hello again, everyone. I'm Greg Thompson of StallionEsearch.com. Rainbow Derby Day here in Ruidoso Downs, but we're going to focus on the Rainbow Futurity this morning. I was out at the barn. I was able to stop by the barn of Brian Muse, who has a second fastest going into the Futurity, as well as the third fastest qualifying trainer, Duke Schultz, who has a trace of paint going into the finals, with Omar Reyes aboard, picking that mount up after G.R. Carter, of course, chose to ride First Valiant Sign going into the finals. First stop is over at the Brian Muse barn to see the second fastest qualifier, My Royal Wagon, who ran one of the more visually impressive performances on trial day on July the 5th with G.R. Carter aboard. The horse picks up Joe Padilla Jr., who has been on this horse in prior starts, with Carter opting to ride the Ruidoso Futurity winner, First Valiant Sign, back in the finals. We were able to talk with Brian Muse on the progress of this Brian Gunder-owned PYC Paint Your Wagon colt going towards the finals. Brian, this horse ran a great race in the trial. Tell me where you got this horse.
We bought him at the September sale at the Heritage. Bought him out there to give $37,000 for him. He looked like wanted to run on down the track, and that's the reason we bought him.
Tell me about the trial race.
The trial race, he kind of stumbled a little bit leaving, but come up running. And down on the end, he just looked phenomenal on the end. Really run a great race.
Have you been training on him for, ever since you've gotten him here in the barn? Has he shown that kind of speed before?
Oh, yes. This horse, he looked good early at Remington Park this year, and we knew we thought he was good enough to come out here, and he's paid into all three of these deals, and we're gonna shoot him back to All-American if everything stays good. But this horse come back excellent. We stood him. He stood excellent. Everything's great with the horse. Everything's good. Joe Padilla had went on this horse at Remington Park, and then he went a Ruidoso trial on this horse also. But we put GR back on him in the trials of the Rainbow, and then we picked Joe back up in the finals. So I think we're all good to go. Joe knows the horse.
Next stop was over at the barn of trainer Duke Schultz with the Grade 1 Heritage Place Futurity runner-up, A Trace of Paint. This filly can't seem to help but qualify into these big events, and was looking the part this morning in the Schultz barn. A Trace of Paint comes out of the same trial race as the fastest qualifier, Trace Friends, and winds up running second in this trial race. We were able to catch up with the trainer about this talented filly.
She stepped away a little bit slow, not too bad where she didn't have a chance, but she just didn't run real early on the first part of the race like I'd like her to, but she closed real well and ran a good second to Train Blaine's horse, and we got lucky enough that the win was in our favor and got in the finals.
Kind of seems like maybe not necessarily her calling card, which isn't a great thing, but she seems to get away a little bit late at the gate, but then comes a running at the tail end. It kind of seems like a little bit of room for improvement for this horse.
Yes, I do. I think she needed the race here. She'd had over a month off, and we stood her when we got out here, and I think she was just a little relaxed, and I think she'll step away a lot better in the finals, drawing the outside.
How has the training, as well as how has she come out of the trials since then?
She was pretty tired, I'm not gonna lie, after this race. I think this altitude up here, she really needed this out, and we got her over it, and she bounced back good after that. Needed a few days of rest, and she's training real good for the finals.
Introducing one of the hottest sires in all of quarter horse racing, First Moon Flash, the 2009 AQHA champion age stallion. Brilliant as a runner, he was a 7-time Grade 1 winner on the racetrack. He set 4 world records in his racing career. A champion that is now siring champions like his son, 2013 All-American Futurity winner Handsome Jack Flash. The 2014 All-American Derby winner, 2 Flash for You. And the 2014 AQHA champion 3-year-old filly and Grade 1 winner Foxy Moonflash. He was the champion freshman sire of 2013 and the leading second-year crop sire of 2014. First Moon Flash, standing at Double L Farms in Bosque, New Mexico.